Hi, Avril. This is Andrew speaking, and thank you ever so much for getting in touch about the photography for your wedding on the 21st of July 2018 at Downing, which is, yeah, I love Downing College. It's very, very different from a number of the other colleges, isn't it? And very nice of them to recommend me as well. I think I'm probably on their recommended list. I'm just going to talk you through a few things. It's just better than sending a convoluted email, really. So obviously I've photographed pretty much all of the Cambridge colleges, I guess, over the years. So it's very much my sort of stock in trade, for want of a better expression. This is Sydney, Sussex. I think, yes, it is, opposite Sainsbury's in town. So I think that's Sydney Sussex Chapel. This is Selwyn Hall, sort of first dance there. My photography then, just hopefully the sort of thing you're looking for, is very much about people. I'm very, very sort of people orientated in the way that I photograph. I love sort of photographing connections between people and interactions and storytelling. So very much sort of giving you a documentary record of the day, if that makes sense. And I love sort of little quirky interactions and expressions and just little moments that really, really sort of give you an individual flavour, I suppose, for what's going on. I just really like just this moment here as the bride turns around just to look at the bridesmaids. So really sort of simple things, but things that have a really sort of powerful meaning in the moment, I think. Also, I'm always looking for expressions of joy, happiness, emotion. I do like to sort of think that my photography is quite emotional in many ways. Okay, so I've made you a little selection box of things to have a look through. So it's the Avril selection box. If you click on the Cambridge College wedding here, it'll take you to a wedding actually at Downing from last year. So there's a good selection of pictures there, which will give you a sort of overview from beginning to end of a college, a wedding actually at Downing College. It was when the big trees were outside the college chapel, which you probably know about. So you'll be able to see those. That is part of my featured wedding page. So if you haven't come across that on my website, there's several other featured weddings on there, which you can find by clicking this button here. And again, you can get a really good sort of overview, hopefully, of what a wedding looks like from beginning to end, and my sort of storytelling style throughout. There's a link to the price guide, to the client guide here. You should have got one actually already automatically emailed to you, so you may well already have that, but that's there. That will give you some more information and also full pricing. There's two things here for some further information. This one leads to an email series called Stress-Free Wedding Planning for Beginners. And it's basically a series I put together to, well, sort of help with wedding planning, really, because you are probably a beginner wedding planner, and you probably want it to be as stress-free as possible. So hence why it's called Stress-Free Wedding Planning for Beginners. Don't want you really, do we? Let's get rid of that. Okay. And this one here, again, click and it's a download to 10 things to ask your wedding photographer apart from price. And I think it's essentially 10 questions to ask a wedding photographer. I'd find it really, really difficult to choose a wedding photographer, I think, to be honest. There's a huge amount of choice and a lot of different approaches. And this is intended to help you sort of cut through the noise and get to some important questions and important considerations when you're making what is a really, really important decision for your wedding day. So hopefully that will be useful. And you can contact me here by pressing on the ecstatic lady. Okay, so I like to offer all day coverage. So as I say, I'm very much about storytelling and giving you a beginning to end coverage of the day. So I don't put any limitations on the amount of time I'm at a wedding. Within reason, I'll be with you from preparations in the morning until dancing in the evening. So it's an all day coverage fee. You get a complete set of hand-edited files, which means that all of the photographs are individually hand-edited and hand-assessed and processed by me, so that when you get them on your DVD or you get them on your USB or however you would like them, they're absolutely optimally processed for printing and look their absolute best. You also get an online gallery as well, and a pre-wedding planning meeting as well, so we can talk through the final timings for the day and so on and so forth. And my fee for all of that lot is £1,550, and there's no hidden extras, or there's nothing else. That is what it is, and as I say, there's no real limitation on time. I'm with you for your day, and it's the only thing I do on your wedding day, so you get my 100% attention. It also includes a mini presentation album. I'm aware, actually, I should have changed these. These are very black. They've got some new ones now in much lighter colours, which I think are nicer. I'll change those pictures. But the DVD obviously comes in the back of the album like this, or it can be a USB if you prefer. And then you've got 20 pages with the DVD version of photographs. And it's just nice to give you something that's tangible, something that has pictures and something that has images in it, rather than just giving you a DVD, if that makes sense. So you've got a little mini presentation album there as well that's included in the $1,550 price. Well, I hope that's given you a bit of an overview. It would be absolutely lovely to catch up with you in real life. I think you did say that you were keen to do that. And if you have a look on the email, there is a link, and you can click on that and see my availability for the next 2 or 3 weeks or so. Please feel free to book a slot on there, and I'll get back to you, and we can arrange whether you'd like to do it in person or whether you'd like to do a Skype call or a phone call, whichever you'd prefer. I mean, it'd be great to meet in person if we can do, but it's not always practical. I do understand that. If you'd like to fix something or have some more questions by email before you do that, then don't hesitate to get in touch with me by email, and I will get back to you. Okay, well, I hope that's been useful, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks ever so much then. Thanks, Avril. Bye-bye.